La ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah, la ilahe illallah.
Severe rainfall swept across southern Turkey early today, unleashing extensive flooding in the provinces of Adana and Mersin and bringing daily routines to an abrupt halt. The intense precipitation began overnight and strengthened through the morning hours, overwhelming drainage networks and natural waterways across multiple districts.
Yani şuradaki altyapıdaki rezilliğe bakın. Yani gerçekten şu arabanın boyutuna bakarsanız zaten anlarsınız.
As rainfall intensified, water levels rose rapidly in streets, agricultural fields, and residential neighborhoods. Urban drainage systems proved unable to cope with the sheer volume of rain, allowing runoff to pool quickly and spill into low-lying areas throughout both cities.
Arabalar kaldı. Adnan Kahveci bulvarındayız. Dolmuş da ilerleyemiyor. Araba durdu. Kaldırım boyu su. Trafik uzamış durumda.
In Mersin, a major port city, swollen streams and tributaries burst beyond their channels, pushing floodwaters into residential zones and major traffic routes. Authorities were forced to shut down several key roads as conditions deteriorated and water continued to rise. Motorists and pedestrians were caught off guard by the sudden flooding, with numerous vehicles stalling in deep water. Emergency responders focused on rescuing individuals trapped in flooded underpasses and low-lying neighborhoods as conditions worsened. Municipal response teams worked non-stop, deploying pumps to remove water from homes, shops, and farmland. However, residents reported that the unrelenting rainfall made containment efforts extremely challenging, with water levels continuing to rise faster than crews could drain them. The overflow of several streams within Mersin's metropolitan area caused significant disruption. Roadways were submerged, parked vehicles were damaged, and access to entire neighborhoods was temporarily cut off until debris could be cleared and basic passage restored.
Çok tehlikeli. İnsanlar dere kenarına izlemeye gelmiş. Sıkıntılı bir durum.
In Adana, heavy rain persisted from the night into the afternoon, producing similarly severe effects. Natural channels and canals expanded beyond capacity, flooding surrounding land and urban districts across the province. One particularly distressing incident occurred near a cemetery in the Barrage Mahallesi area, where an overflowing canal inundated burial grounds. Water surged through the site, submerging graves and causing emotional distress for families and local residents. The downpour also compromised ground stability in several residential zones. In Yeşilova, a retaining wall collapsed under saturated soil, prompting firefighters to intervene and secure nearby structures to prevent further damage. Across multiple districts, side streets transformed into fast-moving streams of muddy water. Vehicles struggled to pass through submerged intersections, while fire crews deployed pumps and heavy equipment to assist residents in clear hazards. In some neighborhoods, residents took action themselves, using buckets, improvised barriers, and small pumps to keep water out of homes and yards. These efforts highlighted both the severity of the flooding and the community-driven response to the crisis. Police and civil protection teams assisted vulnerable residents, particularly the elderly and families living in flood-prone areas. Evacuations were carried out where homes faced the greatest risk, ensuring residents could reach safer ground.
Bütün dereler, lağımlar, altyapı sıfır. Bütün yollar kapalı. Ulaşım felç. Yollar kapandı.
In one notable case, emergency personnel in Mersin helped an elderly homeowner drain floodwater from his house and garden, remaining on site despite persistent rain to secure the property and ensure his safety. Floodwaters also entered several public buildings, including schools and research facilities, disrupting operations and raising concerns about structural damage. Transportation across the region was further affected as roads and bridges were closed due to undermined surfaces.